Buck Paulson here with stage 2 of glazing. Continuing with the glaze. We now are going to work a little bit in each area, heighten the interest that is there. So I have some orange and red. Now go right up, see this is where the sun will be. You can already see the enhancement there. And a little bit down lower too, a little bit over to the sides. You don't want the supernumeraries to offend the diva. The supernumeraries are those little sidekicks that help. And the supernumerary is the main singer. Now, another thing that will help there, if I take the same color as that, and then just come down a little bit in here. And I'll brush that out slightly. Because I'm working into a glaze, it'll kind of soften in, but there's not a lot of paint there. So I'll just push this a little bit, hoping that it softens and is less sharp on the edges. Now I'm going to take a small flat brush and we'll take some of the alizarin and the raw sienna. It'll be a little bit in the reddish family. And we want to have the little land that's down in front is lit slightly by this. And I'm using the lightest touch possible there. Then we probably will go a little lighter there in just a minute. But we'll kind of use that for the third segment. Let's come on down to the big wave. And what helps there is very early putting on some paint. I did wipe on the first segment. I wiped a little bit, so that's dry. It has the same color. So here's, what are you? You're yellow, ochre, and white. It's always nice if you kind of build to the light. So this is just a little blue in it, so it's not quite as light. It'll look light, but we can always go then lighter. And watch the top of the little wave. So it has a little kind of a little arch, so it feels like it's really moving. So this will differentiate between the splash and the mist. So I won't continue all the way up, but I do want to have just a little spots that are a little lighter. It gives a little vitality to it. Just pushing that slightly so there's no sharpness on that end. I'll take and wipe just a little bit on this big wave. Down lower. So that I put a little light in there. You can also have it on a dry surface, a little more controlled by doing it. And over to the right, I'll go across the eye, just a little dancing quality, and then over there. What are you? I think you're from another thing. I take a little ultramarine blue and just touching it slightly. Okay, so I'm going to go a little more generous in here, and eventually we'll have quite a bit of vitality there. We'll put some down on this secondary wave, and we even need to have a little bit. I'll take a small round brush on these back here. It can be a little broken, not too solid, maybe a little out there, and a little bit over here. So then it goes gradually back to the distance. Okay, so let's do this next. Let's put a little bit of character in the big tree. And I have Your Sap Green, and I'll try it with Pure Sap Green first. Yeah, boy, that's first and last. I don't want to be too much lighter than that. So what I've done up here, the change I made is not quite so much pressure. So it just it'll be a little less intense. And I'll blend that because we have the glaze there, remember? And you can come out, now that I've put the mist behind it, I can sneak out into it a little bit with character. And as I do with the green, it picks up a little bit of the dark inside here so that when I go out to the side, it has a little bit of the dark and green mixed together. Very nice combination. That's about where I would stop on him because I do need to have a rock down there. Let's just take a little bit of that and go out here just slightly. I'm not changing that much, as you can see. Okay, so let's do a little bit with the rock. We have burnt umber and just a touch of white, very little white. You find that you help yourself so much as if you do this. As you do it, visualize you're working on the rock, which is hard, soft, feathery leaves, foliage, and big splashy foam, intense heat. So if you have in mind feeling the presence of what you're working on, it just helps so much rather than just, oh, this is this, this is this, this is this. Get in tune with your subject and appreciate what's been provided for you on this earth. Oh, it's so great. Great place to visit. I'm going to go just a little darker, and I have some blue, and I have some umber, and I'm just putting just a little bit of an edge out there, and a little bit darker on this side. We'll have a little time just to start the foam patterns. These are so helpful. This is the blue and white with a little gray in it, little Payne's gray. This is so important. You put these on and they represent the movement, and what they are, they're the previous wave and they're being pulled back up to the oncoming wave. These are so needed to be variety, but all go the same direction. And you have variety in sizes, you have variety in shapes, and you have variety in heights. We'll let that one go up higher. This one doesn't go as high. There's no rule on it other than make it creative. So after I place these on, I let them sit for a while, and then eventually we'll just blend a little bit, and we'll probably put some lights down at the bottom of them. You would have them down in here. I'm just kind of rushing a little bit on that, but same idea, variety of sizes and endings. See, some of them hooks, some need to be a circle. But that all helps movement out there. So we'll go ahead and finish this on the next segment. Thank you for watching. It's great to be back at the ocean.
Funded by the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund with money from the vote of the people of Minnesota on November 4th, 2008. And by the members of Prairie Public.